So if you're an MSB DAC owner, or you're considering purchasing an MSB DAC, you've probably been faced with the dilemma of which input module to pick. We have a huge selection of modules featuring different functions and features, and when setting up your personal system, we are often asked which one sounds best and which one is right for your setup. So in today's video, we're going to take a full look at all of our input modules, explain the basic features, and which one might be right for your application. We want this to be a comprehensive guide so you can watch this video and make an informed decision and be able to set up your system on day one, confidently knowing you have the right setup. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna wear a set of gloves here, keep these modules nice and clean. So a couple notes on handling input modules. These are designed to be installed in a DAC. When installed, you'll see a nice clean jack panel with no electrical components exposed. But before being installed, if you flip the module over, you'll see the PCB connectors and pins are exposed to your hands. So when handling them, make sure not to touch any of the PCBs on the bottom of the modules. Just touch the case and handle it on the external surfaces. Static shock can destroy a module if you touch the connectors directly. Now we've designed these modules to be user swappable. They use a tool-free cam arm for insertion and removal. Please watch the video on how this is done so you don't risk damaging your module. I would like to emphasize, please make sure the power is turned off and the AC cord is unplugged whenever installing and removing these modules. These modules are not hot swappable, and if this is neglected, it can short out and damage the module or the DAC motherboard. We'll link a video down below that goes over how to install and handle the input modules. We also have a full comprehensive guide listing all of the input modules and their specs so that you can have a little bit more detailed information on your setup. Starting on my right, we have a blank input module. So the blank input module includes a small PCB that terminates the internal connectors correctly and plugs the hole in the back of the DAC. If you have slots that you're not using, please make sure you have blank input modules installed. You can easily get more through your dealer or on our web store, and it's essential to have these installed in blank spaces when operating your DAC. Next up, we have the SPDIF with RCA and Toslink inputs. This is shipped with every one of our DACs. Now on these modules, we have two inputs. Both of these are operational and usable. It also includes a WordSync output that is active when this module is in use. You can install multiple of these modules in your DAC if you need multiple Toslink inputs. For me, I use one of these for my television and then a second one for my gaming PC. All of these inputs are equipable in a video mode for low latency as needed. Next up, we have the XLR AES input. So now let's talk about input quality, because we're now going to be comparing one module to another. So we often get the question of which input sounds best. And there are pros and cons to each module, but that doesn't take in consideration the source material. Certain servers and transports are optimally designed for specific inputs. At MSB, we take the time needed to make all of our inputs perform at their maximum capability. So if you have a transport and its best output is XLR, that's probably the best input for you. But this will be dependent on each of your source inputs. A great place to get advice from other users who might be using similar equipment is on the MSB forums. This module also includes a WordSync output. Now, moving on to some of our more advanced inputs, we have USB, Pro ISL, and network renderer options. So if you have a discrete or Premier DAC, starting with a Pro ISL input is a great way to add a layer of isolation between the digital source. This is a fiber optic, completely isolated solution for communicating with external sources. Pairing the Pro ISL with the Pro USB will give you fantastic results with any source that supports USB output. This is probably one of our most popular options to support the most sources. It's very versatile, and the setup also accommodates any length fiber cable that you want to install. Simply use the Pro USB module near your source, running a fiber optic cable between the two, and the Pro ISL in your DAC. Now, if you have a product like the Cascade DAC that includes a digital director, or you have a digital director option for your Select, Reference, Premier, the optical isolation will become less imperative for the Pro USB versus the standard USB option. The USB solutions between the two are basically the same, except one does not include the optical isolation. We've done listening tests in-house and found that there's very little difference between the two USB sources when used with the digital director. Now, the Pro USB will always add an extra layer of isolation, but it's not necessary depending on your setup. If you want to keep things a little bit more tidy, switching to the regular USB is a great option. But again, if you have a product that doesn't have that digital director isolation, the USB can add additional noise to your DAC. So please consider the Pro USB if you do not own a digital director in your system. Regardless, with the Pro ISL and Pro USB solution, adding the optical cable lengths allows you to have your source far away from your system. So especially with noisy servers, you can take them into a different room or area of your home and run a long fiber cable that will give you complete electrical isolation from your high-end audio system and help protect signal integrity. In a recent video, we highlighted our network renderer. We've been doing a lot of work to overhaul the design of this product and improve the audio performance. We've been very happy with what we've been able to achieve, and we're going to continue pushing what's possible in this product forward. This will continue to be updated automatically over Ethernet and continue to improve. Currently, the network renderer can be used as a UPnP endpoint, Rune endpoint, and will also now run Qobuz Connect. From our listening test, the Qobuz Connect performance is top tier. We've been really impressed with it, and in many setups can outperform leading equipment. Qobuz Connect, of course, does not support local files and is reliant on a streaming service. So it's not something that is as consistent as a local server or local transport. But for casual listening, we really love this option. We will continue to add other features and updates to the renderer as we develop them. Similar to the USB option, we do need to consider that this is a noisier source than, say, the Pro ISL input. So if you have a Premier DAC or discrete DAC, or any product that does not include a digital director for isolation, adding the network renderer can add noise to the system and should be a consideration when doing your setup. We consider this module an essential part of any MSB DAC system, considering the cost versus performance and the many features and updates it'll bring to your DAC in the future. Now, the next module is our universal I2S input. This one is a bit more nuanced, and we have an entire web page dedicated to the support and setup of this module. This module is made for only certain sources that are listed on our web page and will require a setup in the DAC itself. Discussing the sound performance of this module is a little bit varied, because each of the sources will handle the I2S protocols differently and provide the information on different quality levels. Each server we work with will have different data stream capabilities, so please read through the detailed list on our website. We also have a dedicated video for the setup of the I2S. Now, our intent behind this module is to add extra features to the MSB ecosystem. This includes supporting SACD players like from PS Audio. The format of an HDMI I2S cable is not fundamentally better than any of these other modules, but it is a toolkit that allows certain source manufacturers to optimize their connections with MSB to create a better listening experience. And just to clarify again, this is not a TV HDMI input. This is an HDMI audio only and will only function with the listed sources on our website. This module also features a WordSync output. Now, last on our list, we have the Pro I2S input. This is a bit of an older format, but it supports some of our old transports, like the Data CD or UMT. It is based around a network cable, but this is not an Ethernet connection. Please never plug an Ethernet cable into these connections. Doing so can damage the module or the DAC, so please be mindful of this. So that's just a quick overview of all of our input modules. And again, we have done a lot of work to equalize the sonic performance between them. It's really key to understand that the source determines which input module you should be using, and this will vary from system to system based on your setup. My starting advice for most users will be to include a network renderer in your system. This will offer more and more updates in the future and the ability to update your DAC over the air. Now, if you're going to be using a computer source or a server, I often recommend using the Pro USB kit. This is universally one of our gold standards for performance. And if you have one of the sources that's designed to work with our universal I2S, this can help unlock SACD from certain transports and can provide extra functionality to your MSB DAC. It does, however, have less isolation than the Pro USB kit for most servers. After you have selected your main method of quality input, we will then recommend using the RCA Toslink input module for low quality sources, especially using the Toslink. If you're going to hook up a television or any kind of computer or PlayStation, using the Toslink will give you some electrical isolation and is a great way to set up those low quality sources in a way that doesn't affect the rest of your high performance system. Finishing up, if you have any further questions, please drop a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date with future videos from MSB. I hope you found this helpful, and we'll catch you in the next video.